I didn't know if Pitts was alive, if he was dead, where he was. And so I got on the internet. And there was most of the internet sites I knew, you had to have a city and a state, but I didn't know that. So I just kind of typed, there was one site I knew where you didn't have to have that. I just kind of typed in his name, and up it popped. Billy Roy Pitts had his address, Denham Springs, Louisiana, his telephone number. So I called him. First 20 minutes of the conversation went like this. How'd you find me? How'd you find me? Like, it's on the internet. The internet, I got a listed telephone number. I'm like, guess you have to take it up with them. So as a result of my story that he had never served a single day of his life sentence, Mississippi authorities issued a warrant for his arrest. He didn't like that. In fact, he ran. And while he was on the run, he sent me this audio cassette, and I played it, and this is literally how it began. Jerry, I just thought I'd let you know you've ruined my life. But I promise if I talk to anybody, I'd talk to you. So here's this tape. And on this tape, he proceeds to tell me all about his involvement in all this Klan violence, all about his involvement in the Vernon Damer murder. So shortly after this, he turned himself into authorities. And this now leads to the arrest of Sam Bowers. And this was in May of 1998. And Sam Bowers, in addition to Sam Bowers, was arrested with his right-hand guy, whose name was Devers Nix. And when the family brought Devers Nix in, it was like the most pitiful sight you've ever seen, right? They wheeled him in the wheelchair. You see the tall green oxygen tank, you know, the whole bit. And they wheeled him up in front of the judge, and he's like, I can't take more than a couple steps without needing oxygen, Judge. Judge is like, well, I normally don't do this. I'm going to let you out without bond. A dozen days later, this is like a reporter's dream. This is where we caught him. So he got arrested. Yeah, he loved me.